Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of General Anonymous. Now we've got a whole host of replays by General Anonymous. We're going to be doing them one after the other, get them clear, and battle is underway. Well, he's mounting the 8-inch howitzer because it's a short fat barrel that doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle. And some smart Alec actually said in the comments to one of the other videos, yes, a short fat thing that doesn't extend very far. That's what my wife said. Yes, I know. Luckily for me, I don't have a wife, so I don't have that complaint. But anyway, it's the 8-inch howitzer, which means 1050 alpha, and it's capable of also penetrating through 52mm of armour, and has a burst radius of 11.1 meters with standard ammo, and with premium it'll go up to 12.2, but he's not carrying any premium ammo whatsoever. But what he did do, which was very naughty, was knock down a tree. Now that could actually alert the enemy Arty as exactly where he is. Let's hope the enemy Arty was still setting up and they did not see that. Right, our first target is a Noobs 1415 tier 8 Swedish medium, who made a brief appearance and then dashed back. Rounds out and no, bit too late there. Didn't give enough lead on the target. Okay, reload's going through. It's about 32 seconds, 33 seconds I think on this one, but we'll check that as soon as we get the information precisely. Of course it varies depending on if you've got brothers in arms, a rammer, and premium consumables, and in fact General Anonymous is not using any premium consumables whatsoever. He's just using your standard repair kit, first aid, and a fire extinguisher. Which I always think is a bit redundant, because if you are going to get set on fire in the Nazi, you're probably not going to last very long anyway. Well, lovely first shot. Hits a Wizzy 1201 GFT and damages the Striv 81 that was nearby him. And as you know, the Striv 81 is basically a Centurion under Swedish colours. His next target is another dual outfit. It's a 50 TP and a T54 lightweight, and if they stay close together, well, it could be double damage. Of course, I always like to load the premium rounds when I see enemy tanks bunching together, because I think, well, yes, just increase the footprint and get more damage on all of them. Well, he hit the 50 TP, but I suspect he got the T54 lightweight as well at the same time. We just couldn't see him. .263 at the back, that's a tier 9 tank destroyer, the Stalin Sandal. Also one of the most effective tank destroyers that's in the standard tech tree. Wizzy 1201 GFT came into sight again. There's a bit of a curiosity there, because we can see the T54 lightweight has lost 27% of his health. And I think that was down to General Anonymous, because he was sitting next to the 50 TP when the shot went in. Okay, there goes the T54. There's the 50 TP again, down to 45%, but there's the main threat, that Centurion. He's actually got a little bit closer, and tanks that go up that side tend to be the ones that are actually trying to get as far north as they can, using the tree line for cover and the ridge lines. So you need to watch out for those guys, because they're your main threats. Rounds out on him, and it lands alongside him for 385. So it's a good shot, but not direct hit. If it was a direct hit, I think he probably would have clocked up about 450 or thereabouts. When he's backing up to the corner of the map, I think he must have accidentally hit the reverse key on cruise control, and I don't think he meant to do that, but that's why his reticule had bloomed. Striff S1, he could be a one-shot if he actually hits him. So he's lining up a shot, rounds out in that spot, and direct hit, but no, it didn't kill him. But it's probably left him on virtually no hit points whatsoever. And I also suspect if one of our teammates sees that Striv 81, he won't last very long. 50 TP's gone up to the close to the middle, or to the ridge line just round the middle. Going for the 704. Soviet Tier 9 tank destroyer. Very effective. It's got the BL-10. He's lining up a shot where he thinks it is, but decides not to shoot until he can actually see the whites of their eyes. And somebody reminded me a short while ago that saying actually had effect. Well, there goes the Chrysler GF. That saying actually had relevance because it was said by an American and it referred to wait until you see the whites of the eyes of the British soldiers during the Revolutionary War. Either the Revolutionary War or the War of 1812, one of the two. Okay, Striv S1. Oh, he's only 19 hit points. Oh, so very close to death. In fact, a splash kill. Oh, and unfortunately he pulled away far enough away that he could miss the splash on that one. But he's definitely on the way out. And there you go, he's gone. Okay, Stalin's saddle is just below the ridge line. The Malshin's trying to have a go, but the Malshin is very low on hit points, and if he's not careful, he will get killed. That Stalin's Stalin's saddle is waiting for him to make a mistake of showing his weak spot. Going for the Charioteer. Just about anything on the Charioteer is a weak spot. And he killed it. Well, I said so, didn't it? It is a very, very lightly armoured tank destroyer, the Charioteer. It's one of those tank destroyers, a bit like the Borsig or the Rheinmetall, the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV or the Su-130 PM, where if an Arty fires at it, it more than likely will get a penetrating shot because the armour is so weak that there's virtually no chance of the tank destroyer getting away with it. Well, he's only a few seconds away from shooting and he's got an AE Phase 1. One of those tanks that was free, 301 hit points. If you manage to complete the front lines challenge, and of course because I've been doing all the videos, I have never had a chance to get those reward tanks at all. I've had to put up with just having standard tanks. And the Phase 1 was ganged up on. That was a gangbang par excellence. The enemy is being torn to shreds now. There's only 5 of them left. The Wizzy 120 1FT is still there. And okay, General Anonymous is loaded, ready to go. Oh, the Wizzy 120 just got a hit and killed. Now can we get him? Yes. He was low enough hit points that the splash was going to kill him, but he got a direct hit and that's him out the game. The Borsig didn't last very long either on the enemy team. So they're down to just 4 left. An Arty, there's the Arty, it's a 212A. He's had to come up this side because our guys are starting to come along the bottom. He goes down, 704's next. Oh, he's definitely a splash kill now, and I think General Anonymous, oh, he's missed out on the opportunity to get that one. So the only tanks that now looking for on the enemy team are an ISU 152 and an UDES 03. Well, the UDES is probably, well, there's the ISU. He's a AFK, and we'll just harvest his hit points. Obviously, he didn't take part in the battle, and I'm sure his teammates will be very disappointed in that. And the UDES, well, he was last seen in the Magic Forest, but he's probably guarding these ridge lines at the bottom end of the map. He can't be over on the west side because the Malshin and the Striv would have found him. So he must be at the back somewhere. There he is. Dialing in. Almost ready to shoot, but he goes down before we can get a shot in. And that's game over. So not a bad game. 2,282 indicated. We'll have to wait and see to the end of battle results to see exactly what he managed to get. Well, it was a first-class tanker for General Anonymous in the M53, M55. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 17. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. He also picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and I don't think there's any denying that. And also got a High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game overall. And he did way, way more than the hit points that were actually indicated at the end of the game. We look at the team score, we can see why. Look at that, 4,328 hit points. He was showing only 2,000 something, and now he's actually showing 4,000.4.3. which is a lot more. And the next high scorer was the Martian with 3821, and after that it was the Striv with 2675. When it came to kills, it was the Wizzy 1201 GFT, 4 kills for that premium tank destroyer, which is actually a very efficient weapon. I've got one of those myself, and it's very good at bouncing rounds as well as dealing them onto the enemy. 2 kills for General Anonymous, 2 for the Martian, the Indian Panzer and the Striv S1. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it was the Martian. Yes, 1,167 for him and 1,073 for General Anonymous. I feel that he's almost cheated out of an ace tanker there, because the standard must be much higher. Mainly because these are the only 2 players who managed to get over 2,000, over 1,000 XP. And he did do the most damage in the game, even though he didn't get a huge number of kills. So really, that should have been an ace, but, well, on this occasion it's not. He fired 12 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 1 penetration on the enemy. I suspect that was one of the tank destroyers with the weak armour. 13 splash, damage of 4,328 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 9 of the enemy, killed 2, so there was a 7 difference there. And 948 hit points of stun assist of 12 stuns. On a free play account, he earned 36,235 credits, got 11,958 from personal missions, and after ammunition resupply took away 25,753 credits. He received 1,073 base XP, and there was no multipliers on this occasion, so that's all the experience points he took away, but he did get a nice selection of medals there, and he was instrumental in bringing about the victory for the team, because he obviously did the most damage and punished the enemies in the right number to actually make this an effective game. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We are only a small channel. We're not as good as Jingles or Quickie Baby or the others. We don't have their sort of following, and I don't stream, which is probably one of the reasons why most people don't know about our channel at all. I have said in the past that the reason why I won't stream is because I cannot fix a specific time to always be available to be online and stream, and so that's one of the main reasons why. And of course, when I do tend to play, I tend to be very critical, and I also well, I'm not the same person when I'm streaming, when I'm not streaming, when I'm playing the game, but not quite the same person. I am the same person, but obviously it's a different game to me then. I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.